Just working with our company, you're going to get to work with a lot of bright individuals.
Everyone is open and ready to help you, and definitely big on advocating for making sure that you succeed and reach your potential.
Everyone's goal is the same, to make the best products that we can for our clients and make sure that it is everything and more that it could be.
What's kept me here? Our culture. We're genuinely a very great group of people. Everyone's just always willing to lend a hand.
When I have a suggestion or a concern and I voice it, leadership actually hears me.
As a consultancy, every person has a role and has something to bring to the table. There's just a lot of opportunities here if you're up for the challenge.
Jump on board, be part of the fun ride, because we're going places.
Standing with us. You are truly making a difference in the lives of our neighbors in need.
Sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirit, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
Hey, Indiana, let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
At first, me and my mom were struggling. I was trying to pay the bills and trying to take care of my mom at the same time. When I first heard that I can get paid for taking care of my mom, I was kind of skeptical because I had been doing it for so many years without pay. That's when I reached out to Passion to Care. I read all the reviews and I saw that they were #1 in the field. Passion to Care has really, really changed my life. Right now, I take care of my mom 24/7 thanks to Passion to Care.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
It is the biggest Little League game of the season. It is the biggest game in the state tonight. Live on IndianaSRN.org, the Munster All-Stars and the Jasper All-Stars play for the state title. The winner on to Whiteston to play in the regionals there of the Great Lakes, and the winner from there on to Williamsport, Pennsylvania for the Little League Baseball World Series. Greetings with Keith Myers. Jim Barber with you tonight for a showdown between undefeated Jasper at 4-0, Munster 3-1. It is winner take all tonight. Jasper has been splendid in this tournament. Munster nearly as good, and tonight the two square off for the biggest prize of the season. Tonight's game is sponsored in part by Elks Lodge 365, Pat Cherry Insurance, Indianapolis Car Exchange, Home and National Bank, Lebanon Eagles Lodge 2062, Lisa Batts Estate Group, Talk to Tucker, Amy Barber, Realtor and Broker, City of Lebanon, Boone County Sheriff, and Riley Parr. And so it goes. Tonight, the biggest game of the year between two teams that haven't seen each other so far in the tournament, but have been able to do some scouting. Let's go over to Aaron Ellis for the introduction to the lineups.
Championship game of the 2024 Indiana Little League Baseball State Tournament. Tonight's game features the visitors from Jasper Little League and the home team from Munster Little League. Please welcome your volunteer umpires. On the bases, we have at first base from District 12, Andrew Elliott. At second base from District 6, DJ Rose, who will also be umpiring in the Little League World Series. At third base from District 8, Rick Green. And behind the plate from District 10, Brian Rail. Our tournament director is Dave Nickerson. In order to promote good sportsmanship, we ask that you participate in only positive expressions toward the officials, coaches, players, and other fans. Your cooperation in this effort is greatly appreciated. Now, the roster for the visitors from Jasper Little League. As you are announced, please line up along your foul line. Leading off and playing second base, number 29, Grant Levin. Batting second, playing shortstop, number 13, Kellen Brosmer. Batting third and pitching, number 20, Hagan O'Connor. Batting cleanup, number 11, Turner Huffman. Batting fifth, number 14, Quade Werner. Batting fifth and playing first base, number 5, Quinn Bachman. Batting seventh and playing third base, number 6, Ashton Patton. Batting eighth, playing center field, number 3, Rowan Heichelbeck. Batting ninth and playing left field, number 7, Michael Braun. Batting 10th and playing right field, number 23, Keegan Patton. Batting 11th, number 27, William Ship. And batting 12th and catching, number 1, Landon Dietrich. The manager for Jasper is Jared Brosmer. His coaches are Shane O'Connor and Aaron Levin. League president is Jason Stam. And now for the home team from Munster Little League. As you are announced, please take your positions. Players not in the field, please line up on your foul line. Leading off and playing center field, number 5, Zach Cox. Batting second and playing right field, number 13, Matias Vasquez. Batting third and playing first base, number 99, Bennett Willis. Batting cleanup and playing second base, number 23, Maxon Ortiz. Batting fifth and playing left field, number 88, Bauer Spike. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 9, Owen Hoover. Batting seventh and playing third base, number 1, Kian Kinsella. Batting eighth and playing shortstop, number 44, Cooper Forsythe. Batting ninth, the pitcher, number 47, Stephen Kantar. And batting 10th, number 3, Brendan Crowley. Also on Munster, number 17, Charlie Guvaya, and number 20, Max Kolar. The manager for Munster is Rob Kinsella. Coaches, Gordy Guvaya and Chuck Forsythe. League president is John Castiano. Now please rise if you are able and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem, performed tonight by members of the Lebanon High School Marching Band under the direction of Candace Boone. Please remain standing for the Little League pledges.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
It has been one exciting tournament so far, and what kind of drama do you think, Keith, lies ahead tonight?
I'm here for 14 innings. I think
could handle it.
I think pitching is the key here, because now it's been a whole week. You've had a rotation. You've seen some people. Pitchers have used to throwing the ball, but who has the fresh pitching is the key tonight. I think if you're fresh, you throw strikes, you're going to win this thing.
Rob Kinsella, the manager of Munster, has given the ball to number 47, Stefan Kantar.
Up for Jasper in the
Strong
first
arm
inning,
for
Levin,
him.
Brosmer, and O'Connor.
And he can throw with a fastball in the mid-60s, a reliable kid. Kind of person you want in a big game like this, and he's going to get an opportunity to get Munster off to a great start. Munster's only blemish came on Saturday with a walk-off loss to New Albany, and they got even for that yesterday. Munster has 10 available players. If you've been following their plight, New Albany lodged a protest that Munster didn't have enough players, and New Albany wouldn't have to be subjected to the same situation of playing 12 versus 10. That was a shot down, and when you talk to Rob Kinsella, he said, look, we're not trying to hide anything. I've been speaking about this
Number 29, the second baseman, Grant Levin.
from the beginning, and we've got one kid that's sick. We got another one that's
broke his
got a
arm,
broken collarbone,
Yep.
and really they have tried to play it above board, and the league officials agree.
Yep.
Grant Levin is the second baseman for Jasper. He leads off, and away we go to championship.
6 o'clock start.
On the money. Levin batting .429 in the regional with 3 hits in 7 at-bats. He's also scored a couple of runs. Ball and a strike.
The key here, Jim, is play within yourself. Don't try to do anything fancy. You got here in the championship game. Should be proud of that, but play within yourselves.
And try to quell those nerves if you've got some. Cantor, the pitcher. The catcher is Owen Hoover.
I can just imagine. Coaches got nerves. Can you imagine 11, 12-year-old?
You know one thing, however this goes, they'll forget about the game and get over the game quicker than the coaches will.
Yes, they will.
2-2 pitch, got him away with a pitch out of the zone, picked up by the catcher Hoover, and the toss on to first base is successful. And the catch by Bennett Willis, 1 out into Jasper first.
Next up for Jasper, the shortstop, number 13.
Field is in beautiful shape. Been dragged and watered a lot today. A lot of dust, a lot of heat in Indianapolis in central Indiana this week. 85 high today.
Yeah. Kellen Brosmer, the shortstop, wearing the number 13, batting second, 2 for 9 in this tournament, batting .222. Cantor is going to work from a stretch. Over his head, in the center field, base hit. 3rd hit of the regional for Brosmer.
Now batting the pitcher, number 20, Hagan O'Connor.
Here's the pitcher, Hagan O'Connor, batting in the 3rd spot, batting .625. He's had a hot stick so far with 5 hits and 8 at-bats. Kind of what you expect, I think, Keith, from your number 3 or 4 hitter, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, I would think. I'm surprised we're not playing small ball early, but I can see where Jasper really thinks they can really crush the ball today.
Over the head of the pitcher again in a center field base hit. Gobbled up by Zach Cox. It's station-to-station baseball, and Jasper already with a threat in the 1st inning.
Next up for Jasper, number 11.
O'Connor hopes that his uncle is watching tonight. One of the things he put on his paper, I hope my uncle is watching me tonight. I'm going to have a big game.
No, he's already started with that.
Yes, sir.
Here's Turner Hoffman hitting .444 for the state tournament. 4 hits and 9 at-bats. He's also driven in 3, and he has scored 2 runs.
They call him Huffy.
Yeah.
I like it.
Coming in tonight, Jasper, 30 hits and 94 at-bats, batting a more than respectable .319. 23-run score with 5 doubles, a triple, and a home run.
You hit .319, you're worth $1 million in the National League.
Well, absolutely. League. Here the count goes to 2 balls and a strike. Turner hitting in the 4th spot to be followed by Quade Werner. Both are extra players, extra hitters, as Jasper has 3 to go with the 9 that'll hit and play defense. Quade, or rather Jared Brosmer, the manager. Left field, opposite field hit, and curving, and past the left fielder. Brosmer will score. O'Connor is going to try to score. He will. 2-0 Jasper.
Beautiful hit right down. Left fielder tried to make the play. Ball skipped over it and went to the wall, Jim.
And again, with the opposite field hitting.
Number 14, Quade Werner.
So we've seen so much in this tournament that guys who have the ability to go the other way. Here's Quade Werner.
3 batters, 3 hits.
Wow. All after a strikeout and throwout on a drop 3rd. Wave and a miss at a fastball from Cantor by Quade Werner. Has 1 hit in the state tournament in 7 at-bats.
If you have followed this tournament, though, late innings are exciting here.
Yes, they are. Turner Hoffman, after that 2 RBI hit, now hitting .500 in the state tournament with 5 runs batted in.
I think I'd take that.
Yeah, and you know what? Munster jumped on New Albany yesterday and never looked back, so there's a lot to be said for a team that takes the lead early.
We were very fortunate to go down and hear the coin toss, and it was either Kangaroo or 50. Coach says, Kangaroo, I never have lost. Well, he lost the toss.
Oh, boy. 1-2 pitch. Second strikeout of the inning by Stefan Cantor. Not out of the woods yet, but he'll face Quinn Backman with 2 away.
The off-speed pitch is fooling the Jasper kids. The fastball they have geared up on, it's the off-speed pitch that has got the strikeouts.
Yeah. And he's got a good-looking fastball, does Stefan, over 60 miles an hour. Quinn Backman's had a terrific state tournament as well, and it includes a homer, run batted in, 3 runs scored, and hitting .500. Hitters 3 for 6 on this team are lethal.
Yeah.
And Jasper already has wins over Wabash, Terre Haute North, and Brownsburg twice. Munster in the white uniforms, much like you'd see a home team wear, with the red numerals and the red socks. And Jasper in white uniforms, I suppose, too, a little white and gold on their numbers. None of the jerseys have been dirtied yet, though.
No.
But it's early.
Coach says a lot of people in Jasper watching the game, and Munster is loaded as well.
Team for the region. By the way, back to the protest for New Albany last night. Talked to John Majors, the assistant director of the tournament, and with Little League International over in Whitestown. And he was saying, it had already been decided, even before New Albany had lodged a protest, that Munster would be allowed to play with the amount of players that were available. In this case, 10. Wasn't quite sure why they lodged the protest anyway. Took a half hour to shoot it down. And after it was shot down, we played baseball. It was interesting, too, and you coached, I have not, but I almost felt Munster took it as an offense because it came out smoking with those bats.
They came out hitting hard.
I mean, it didn't bother Rob Kinsella. He said, I get what they're doing, but players were terrific. Ground ball to third, diving stop, and they got a runner and a rundown. And the tag is made. That's the right way to do it by Cooper Forsyth, simply because otherwise it's the long way. But for Jasper, 2 runs, 3 hits, and after a half inning, the undefeated team here in the state tournament has a 2-0 jump.
For Jasper in the top of the
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt, it's not a game.
Insulting referees, it's not a game.
Threatening officials, it's not a game.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes, it's not a game.
Violent language in the stands, it's not a game.
Verbal abuse from the sideline, it's not a game.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot, it's not a game.
Much at stake in this game as Munster comes to bat up against Hagan O'Connor, number 20, right-handed thrower. His team has already bumped him out to a 2-0 lead. The winner of tonight's game wins the state, advances to Whitestown in the Great Lakes Regional, and he's just a handful of wins away, Keith, from Williamsport, Pennsylvania, and the World Series.
Yeah, the cool thing is, I'm sure when we were growing up, everybody's dream is to go to Williamsport. But I tell you what, you get to the region, especially here in Indianapolis, in Whitestown, it's a beautiful complex.
Yes. And it is a very big deal. And the winner tonight will find that out shortly.
In fact, we send one of our broadcasters to the regionals.
And occasionally they want to send him back, but here's Zach Cox to lead off.
And it's not me this year, it's you.
Yeah. Quick story away for the game in softball today. Illinois was set to play at 4 o'clock. Some of the players got stuck in the hotel elevator and got off to a rough start. They were trailing 5-1 at last check.
It is not fun to get stuck in an elevator.
No, it's a little scary, and the firemen had to come and get him out. Took about a half hour. Yeah, pictures of it too.
That's awesome.
Fascinating. Zach Cox, Matias, yes, Vasquez, and Bennett Willis due up for Rob Kinsella's team in the first. Rob is coaching at third. Gordon Govaya at first, and on the bench, the pitching coach and bench coach, Chuck Forsythe. Gordon's son is Charlie, the one with the broken collarbone prior to the start of the tournament, who is not available. To Patton at third. It's going to be a tough hop. And Zach Cox comes on aboard to start.
Now batting the right fielder, number 13, Matias Vasquez.
Short hop, try to short hop it and just couldn't get it done. The field folks here today, though, has played fast all week long.
Yeah. And particularly the outfield, where the ball can get out to an outfielder in a moment's notice. Here's Matias Vasquez, who was 2 for 3 yesterday, had a first-inning homer to right field. You ask Rob Kinsella about him, he says he's our all-world player. Got a great bat, too, and he can launch one here.
These kids have played these games 6 days in a row. I couldn't stay in a hotel that long.
Well, and a lot of these kids play travel ball too, so they are on the road a lot. After a while, if you ask them, they're nervous. They'll say, well, I play 100 games a year.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to be excited about or upset about? 2-0 Jasper, if you're just joining us for the state title. Munster with a man aboard in the bottom of the first here on IndianaSRN.org. Vasquez is one of those guys who can play any position on this team. Left-handed hitter against the right-handed throwing Hagan O'Connor. I would think if you're Hagan, this is a guy you got to be careful with.
Yeah, you don't want to give him anything up because he can launch the ball. We saw he hit the ball very, very well the last couple of days.
But with a home run cut and a high fastball, he is out on strikes, 1 out.
And if you played this game, high fastball, looks like a beach ball, looks like you're going to crank it over, and you are just going to the deck.
Munster, the first baseman, number 99, Bennett Willis.
Here's the first baseman, Bennett Willis, number 99, Aaron Judge's number, the Yankees. Any one of these teams gets all the way to Williamsport, they will get a chance probably to shake Aaron's hand as the Yankees and Tigers be playing in a Sunday night special in Williamsport. And what may not be known as Aaron Judge started his baseball career as a little leaguer.
Yep. His favorite athlete is Michael Jordan, and his role model is his grandpa.
Good for him.
And he is a New York Yankee fan.
This is perfect for him.
Yeah.
What other motivation does he need?
His favorite food is your favorite food, tacos.
Yes. Ball and a strike. Munster down 2-0 with a man aboard.
There's some meat right there.
Speaking of which, Stefan Cantar threw 24 pitches in the first inning. That's significant because in Little League Baseball, pitch count counts. And 85 is the limit. If you can start an at-bat at 84 and continue, but then your day is done. But you'll have plenty of time to get ready for the next round because the next round for the winner of this tournament doesn't begin until a week from Saturday in Whitestown against the Illinois state champion.
That draw was done today?
Actually, a few days ago. Towards second base. Force out at second. No. Pull him off the bag. Grant Levin's throw was a bit high. So, back-to-back errors in this inning. Or an error, strikeout, and then error. And runners now at first and second. Wait a minute.
First and third.
First and third.
Pitcher turned his back, and the runner advanced.
Good base running by Zach Cox.
Next up for Munster, the second baseman, number 23, Maxon Ortiz.
Here's Max Ortiz with a chance. The only 11-year-old on the team.
Tell you what, that's a great call by the umpire. Just follow through that all the way through. Great shot by our camera guy.
Down to third base on over Patton's head into left field. Munster strikes, and it's 2-1 Jasper on a rocket by Maxon Ortiz.
We'll warn you, folks. These games will not.
Now batting
You
the
think
left
it's
fielder,
over? They're
number
not.
88, Bauer, Spike.
Keith, you got a feeling they're just getting started.
Yeah.
Bauer Spike now with a tying run at second. So Munster has answered Jasper with a run quickly, aided by 2 errors and a bullet by Maxon Ortiz to left field. Bunt. Fielded by the pitcher. Force out. Well done. Nice play by Hagan O'Connor. Over to Ashton Patton, and there are 2 outs. So the sacrifice unsuccessful.
For Munster, the catcher, number 9, Owen Hoover.
Spike becomes the runner at first. Ortiz at second. Here's Owen Hoover, the catcher, batting in the 6th position.
And I don't know if you heard that, the catcher yelling at him, third.
Yes. That in the dirt. And both runners move up. So even though the sacrifice wasn't successful, the wild pitch is. And that puts 2 runners in scoring position for Munster in a 6-inning game, unless we play extras.
Which we have done 4 times in this tournament this
Yes.
week.
And we remind folks about that because baseball fans watch a lot of the sport at different levels, and there are different innings in play.
When I was playing, I only got to play 1 inning.
Left center field. And hauled in. Nice play and a jump by Michael Braun. Inning is over. Munster gets 1 and after 1. 2-1. Jasper for the title.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Little League Baseball brought to you by Elks Lodge 365 and Pat Cherry's Insurance, Indianapolis Car Exchange, and Home National Bank. Thank you for those fine folks to help us put this tournament on this whole entire week.
That's the coach, Keith Myers. I'm Jim Barber. A pleasure to bring you the state title game. First time and the first foray for us into Little League Baseball, and it is a great matchup tonight between 2 teams that have combined for 7 of 8 wins. Munster's only loss was a walk-off in 10 innings to New Albany, 3-1. Stefan Cantar, who threw 24 pitches in the first and got 2 strikeouts, but gave up 2 runs and 3 hits, takes to the hill to start the second. He will face Ashton Patton, batting in the 7th spot, and Rowan Heichelbeck.
Leading off the top of the 2nd inning for Jasper,
And
the
Michael
third
Braun.
baseman, number 6, Ashton Patton.
A lot of big screen TVs on tonight down at New Albany and Munster.
Well, there should be, because it's a lot of fun to give exposure to the kids.
Yep.
Their guys get a bit big when they find out they're on TV, but television has really jump-started and grown the game of Little League Baseball. And now to the point where if you don't see a game on TV that's
You wonder
at a
why.
championship, it's like, who goofed up?
Yeah.
Ashton Patton, 2 hits, 9 at-bats, has a 3-base hit and 3 runs batted in. To right field, base hit for Patton. He has had a good state tournament.
That young man has speed as well, so you might see him still some.
Now batting the center fielder, number 3, Rowan Heichelbeck.
Rowan Heichelbeck down to the plate, center fielder. 8th Jasper player to bat here in the first inning plus.
You would like this, Jim. His thing before any baseball game, he stretches out. He wants to be loose.
And you stay healthy that way, don't you?
I don't know. I've never stretched before, Jim.
Well, it's required reading for almost every athlete. I guess you're never accused of being one.
Never was.
Yeah, but you coached athletes.
Oh, look at this.
Off the delay, a delayed steal. So we've seen a couple of maneuvers to get bases without pitchers looking. And Ashton Patton heads up play to second base. Jared Brosmer is the third base coach and manager, and I'm sure he was pleased with that. And now Rob Kinsella is going to question whether he is allowed to do that. Ornan may be going over pitch count and making a change. But I don't think that's it.
Nope, I think he's going to call to the umpire.
Should mention that this championship game is not under TV replay review, but that changes when they go to the Great Lakes Regional next week. And there can be challenges, and there will be challenges. But in the meantime, the 4 umpires will get together and either overturn the decision or go with what they have.
And if you're at home, these umpires are working this game and all the games in this tournament for free. They volunteer. In fact, our home plate umpire and crew chief is heading to Williamsport
What an honor.
He gets done to do this. And they are from 4 different districts in Indiana, which I have never, in all my time following baseball, I've never seen the collective of the umpires of all districts to come in and do that. This is outstanding, and they've done a great job all year long.
They are Andrew Elliott of District 12, Ryan Rail of District 10, Clark Falcone, District 6, David Rose, District 6, Rob Thomas, District 8, Scott Rakowski, District 8, Michael Bavard, District 8, Rick Green, Rod Williams, Jason Smith, also District 8, and it appears that the protest has been lodged and the play has been overturned, and Ashton Patton has to return to first base.
And apparently the pitcher must have been on the rubber. If he's on the mound,
can't make a move.
Good officiating.
Might be the only way to stop Patton.
I think so.
He's quick and he's smart. Rowan Heichelbeck to hit with nobody out in the second. 2-1 Jasper in the third baseman, who is Kian Kinsella, is practically up in Rowan's grill.
He's shaking hands with him.
Yes. Let's see if he comes up again on an anticipated bunt. Rowan waits. Opposite field. Great stop by the first baseman for the force. Well, that was a nice play by Bennett Willis. That one was headed to right field. Gets the force out. And there's one out now in the Jasper second with Heichelbeck aboard.
Next up for Jasper, the left fielder, number 7, Michael Braun.
Michael Braun, the left fielder, now stepping in. Michael, 3 hits, 9 at bats, has an RBI and a pretty bunt, but it is going to go foul.
Oh,
so we saw in this field yesterday a bunt that was going foul and suddenly hit something on the surface and went fair and hit the bag.
Well, it went all the way down the line.
Yes. Like it had a mind of its own. We saw how fast the field was in the first inning with Jasper hit a rocket past third baseman. Two to 1 our score with 2 strikes, 1 out, top of the second for the state title. Stefan Cantar to the plate. winner of this tournament will get about a week and a half off before play begins at the Great Lakes Regional in Whitestown, Indiana, 15 minutes from here.
They probably need it.
Oh, that's a hit batsman. So Michael Brown on to first base. Rowan Heichelbeck advances to second, and Jasper's got something cooking again. Time being called as
now batting the right fielder, number 23, Keegan Patton.
second baseman Maxon Ortiz adjusts his cleats. He set everybody ready to go. Keegan Patton to the plate. Showing bunt. Down the third base line. No chance for a force out.
Wow.
And Keegan Patton clapping his way back to first base. Beautiful bunt. Bases loaded now with just one out.
No one was covering a bag at third base.
Well, not the kind of move you expect in a big game, right? So William Shipp has got a chance. Batting for the 7th time, looking for his first hit. So the question might be, was the bunt fair?
Well,
did it hit him on the way out?
I don't think it hit the batter, but we'll check and see. But the third baseman picked the ball up in fair territory.
Right. This is a quick decision.
Yeah.
And again, we'll go under the hood, as they say in the National Football League, with TV replay in Whitestown, but not yet. That'll be because ESPN will be involved. William Shipp to the plate with the bases loaded. What a chance for him to get his first hit. Left-handed batter against Kantar, right-handed thrower. And that's going to be a hit batsman. It's going to score a run anyways. Everybody gets excited. But an RBI for William Shipp as Rowan Heichelbeck scores, and it's 3-1 Jasper.
Boy, we have some strange things happen this
yeah,
and
it's early. 2-hit batsman now in the inning. So Jasper now with a 3-1 lead, and the base is still loaded. Munster trying to settle things down here. Pitching coach Chuck Forsythe has delivered his message.
Catcher number 1, Landon Diedrich.
Here's Landon Diedrich, has a hit in the state tournament in 7 at-bats. Jasper could really get the jump here.
I tell you what, they get a base hit here, they could score 3 runs.
Yeah. First pitch.
Before the game, he puts his right cleat on first, then his left cleat. Every game.
And nothing ever changes that, does it?
No.
2 balls, no strikes. Let's see if the green light is given here.
He loves chicken tenders before a game, too.
Remember Wade Boggs? They ate nothing but chicken?
Was it? Yeah, it was Wade, wasn't it?
Yeah, and was batting .340 with it.
I think I could do that.
For years. Towards second base. He'll get the force out for 1. Not in time for the double play. So Landon Diedrich gets credit with an RBI. Michael Braun scores 4-1 Jasper. Good piece of hitting, right side of the diamond.
Exactly what you want.
Now batting for Jasper, number 29, Grant Levin.
Back to the top of the lineup, and Grant Levin, who was retired on strikes in the first inning. Levin now with 3 hits in 10 at-bats, batting .300.
Oh, that's a nice pitch.
Yeah, and uncontested. Diedrich will take second base. I see this in a lot of levels of Little League baseball and softball, that there will never be a throw down, and I always wonder, Do you want to concede bases like that? You
well,
coached.
It's only 60 feet away, so you better be right most of the time, that third runner's going to score.
Sure.
Jim, I coached, but I didn't win. I coached.
What am I asking you for?
That's exactly. I don't know. I still want to know why I'm the expert in commentary today. I don't get it.
Well, you had championships in another sport, so you must have known something you were doing. That was correct.
Well, when it comes to a white volleyball, I'm pretty good at coaching.
Levin has 2 balls and a strike, and his team already has a 3-run lead in the second. A lot of ball to be played, though. And the curveball in for a strike. Jasper with 2 in the first, now 2 in the second, and runners in scoring position at second and third. They have turned the lineup over one time already.
Catcher has been taught very well to frame the pitch.
Yes. Munster gets the coin toss, so serving as the home team is the team in red. The visitors have got the jump, though. Back to the pitcher. That will end it. But in the inning, 7 more come to the plate. 2 more score. Jasper after an inning and a half, 4-1.
To the game, we've got your back. Just go to www.IndianaSRN.org and tune in to all of the live action, or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
We never really realize how much we depend on electricity until the power goes out. Get those lights back on when you choose the certified electricians at Bertner Electric Incorporated. Locally owned and operated, we are a member of the Better Business Bureau and provide only the highest quality of customer service. For more information, give us a call today.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Little League Baseball brought to you by our good friends at Talk to Tucker, Amy Barber, Realtor Broker, City of Leadman, Boone County Sheriff, and Riley Park. Thank you, those fine folks, for helping us out. Thank you for listening. If you want to buy a state tournament t-shirt, here's how you do it. You go on to mylogoshop.com. T-shirts are $20. Hoodies are $40. They will send it to you right away. It's mylogoshop.com.
Just joining us, Jasper with 2 in the first, and a 2-run hit by Turner Hoffman, and then with a number of fielders' choices and hit batsmen, scores 2 more in the second. For Munster, RBI hit by Maxon Ortiz in the bottom of the first, and they'll set up the bottom of the order in a 6-inning regularly scheduled game, trailing 4-1.
Viewership in New Jersey watching today.
Leading off the bottom of
That's
the second
nice.
inning for Munster, the third baseman, number 1, Kian Kinsella.
Kian Kinsella, Cooper Forsyth, Stefan Kantar for Munster. 7, 8, and 9 hitters in the lineup.
A lot of viewership last night watching the semifinals.
In a semifinal that didn't begin with game 1 for about 40 minutes late.
We want to thank you for viewing it tonight. This is where you go get pizza at Pizza Hut, get a big screen TV, and watch the game.
Don't tempt me.
I know. No, you can't leave.
It does sound good, though, doesn't it? Swing and a miss there. Ball and 2 strikes. Good-looking fastball from Hagan O'Connor, who in the first inning struck out 1 and got a big fly out to end the inning with runners in scoring position. Strikeout number 2 for the right-handed thrower. 1 out.
There is a bunch of fans from Jasper that made the trip, Jim, all the way down the first base side, and Munster has a great contingent here today, too.
Yep. And speaking of Munster, kids went back to a hotel in Lafayette, which was the closest accommodations in light of the big college basketball preview here with a lot of stars in there and coaches to view them for their pleasure. And you had the Brickyard, and you have the Catholic Eucharist Conference in Indianapolis. So hotels at a premium at that time. Cooper Forsyth is down 2 strikes. Rob Kinsella says most energy of any player. He is a rock at shortstop. Back-to-back strikeouts by number 20, O'Connor. What are you seeing from O'Connor that's hard to catch up with here?
It looks like he starts with the off-speed spurts, gets that strike, and then he goes heat.
Now batting number 47.
I'm really impressed with the statue he has and the philosophy he has on his fastball.
So you wonder if second time around Munster will be able to adjust a little bit. Still in the bottom of the lineup here, and pitcher versus pitcher. Cantar to the plate.
Well, with the new batting cages that Ledman put up for this tournament and now for their league, they've been wearing those batting cages out, these teams.
Oh, and I don't blame them, too. Cantar, by the way, had a 3-run homer in the win over Hagerstown yesterday. Munster has plenty of firepower, 15 runs in one game, 7 and 8 in others. So they've got the offense to catch up. They'll have to catch up with the fastball here. And Hagan O'Connor a strike away from striking out the side. Three balls, 2 strikes.
Trying to go inside, force them to get it down the line here.
We saw Maxon Ortiz smoke one down the line in the first inning. A funny bounce, but a good bounce to the shortstop, and in time. Good job by Kellen Brosmer to stay with it. And it's 3 up and 3 down for Munster in the second. And after 2 for the state title, Jasper 4, Munster 1.
Aspen Creek Grill, we are a from-scratch concept with comfort fresh food. You can expect a world-class experience on a great budget. We've got incredible specials, great service. Today's dish that we're going to highlight is going to be our Aspen Blue Sirloin. It is, again, our premium Black Angus certified beef, and we top that with a blue cheese crust. Again, everything that we do here is made from scratch, and it's no different from our steaks. We hand cut all our steaks in-house. So our team back there, it's just an incredible team. Everything that they do, they take so much pride in. They put a little bit of themselves into everything that they do over here, especially since it is a made from scratch concept. We want everybody to come, visit us, enjoy some great food with some great service. Bring your friends, bring your family, come have some great food, have a great time with us with some of the best comfort scratch food.
Little League Baseball brought to you by Ledman Eagles Lodge 2062 and Lisa Bates Group. Thank you so much.
There's some of the best seats in the house here at Lebanon High School at 510 Tiger Way. Kellen Brosmer, Hagan O'Connor, and Turner Hoffman. 2, 3, and 4 for Jasper to start the third inning, already up 3 at 4-1. So here's Kellen stepping to the plate.
Batting for Jasper, number 13, Kellen Brosmer.
He started the rally in the first. 3 hits, 10 at-bats in the state tournament, batting .300. Jasper's excited to face somebody other than Brownsburg. Kind of the feeling that...
I'm sure Terre Haute North wish they would face somebody.
I mean, it's... Terre Haute North and Brownsburg faced each other 4 times, district and state. It could have been a best-of-7 series. Just the way it came out. Top of the third. 1 hop to short. And a bullet over to first base. by Cooper Forsyth, 1 out. Cooper has an assist, actually 2
Next up
assists.
for Jasper, the pitcher, number 20, Hagan O'Connor.
And a put out. Hagan O'Connor has just been sizzling in this tournament. 6 for 9, batting .667.
He can help himself right here.
Oh, man. The only game that he did not get a hit in, he was walked twice. He has also scored 4 times. Jasper is top hitter by percentage. To be followed by the extra hitter, Turner Hoffman.
Our director came in early today and showed me his baseball glove. He's got a baseball glove just in case he catches a foul ball today.
Double duty, huh? Towards second base. Good hop.
Man.
Scooped up by Maxon Ortiz. 2 up and 2 down.
Settled down a little bit, haven't they?
Yeah, do you see anything different from Kantar here?
Just he just seems like he's taking a little bit more time before he makes that delivery.
He's had 4 consecutive ground ball outs, so he's certainly keeping the ball down a bit low and making him beat it into the dirt. Here's Hoffman, who had a 2-run hit last time up. Hoffman 5 hits, 10 at bats, batting .500, and he's driven in 5 here in the state tournament. He has been a monster. Home run cut there. Ball to the strike. Great to have you along with everyone watching tonight for the state championship of Little League. In the state of Indiana, the winner on to the Great Lakes Regional in Whitestown to face Illinois a week from Saturday night.
All the championships, regional championships, are being played this week, so we'll know the whole entire lineup and teams with locations.
There's a spank to right field, and what a catch! Matias Vasquez, all-world players, coach says. Pretty good example why. Munster sends up Brendan Crowley to start the third, trailing 4-1.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt, it's not a game.
Insulting referees, it's not a game.
Threatening officials, it's not a game.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes, it's not a game.
Violent language in the stands, it's not a game.
Verbal abuse from the sideline, it's not a game.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot, it's not a game.
Little League Baseball brought to you by Lisa Batts and the Real Estate Group. We also have Amy Barber, who is Talk to Tucker Real Estate Group, and and the City of Lebanon. Thank you very much for your sponsorship.
Yeah, thanks to the mayor of Lebanon, and of course you were meeting with
Joe,
one of his higher-ups yesterday, communications director.
Joe might be watching tonight.
Brendan Crowley.
They were excited about having this televised.
Yeah, it's a big deal. Brendan Crowley hitting in the 10th spot. Munster again with 10 available bats. And he started off with a fastball for a strike.
Oh!
Line drive snagged by Kellen Brosmer at the shortstop spot. He's already got, in this game, 3 putouts, 2 assists.
May I do this? Dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun.
Now batting for Munster, number 5, Zach Cox.
Here's Zach Cox at the top.
That's impressive.
Oh, it is. Good defending team is Jasper. Again, undefeated here in the state tournament. Victories of 4-1, 9-4, 5-3, 5-4. To third base, Patton over to first, 2 outs. Now that's 6, check it, 7 in a row retired by Hagan O'Connor.
And we must tell you, it has been a double elimination tournament, but this is a one-winner take all.
Yeah, and they refer to that as a modified double elimination,
Yes.
which means it starts out that you have to lose twice to be eliminated, but then as they narrow the field down, you're correct. It's winner take all, win in advance. Matias Vasquez, who made a terrific play in right field, batting here in the third. Headed to center field, base hit. You're not going to keep this guy down. Matias, 3 hits in the last 2 games. Saves a spot for Bennett Willis, the first baseman. Great town of Munster and Jasper represented in the championship tonight.
Number 99, Bennett Willis.
Munster lost a great friend in John Friend, longtime football coach who passed away at age 88 within the last couple of weeks or so. Leroy Marsh, who took his place as football coach, is recently retired. Bennett trying to continue a rally from Munster. And he's ahead on the count, 2 balls and no strikes.
IndianaSRN, as you know, Jim, travels around the state of Indiana. They do high school and college, and now part of Little League.
And football less than a month away.
Quit reminding me.
And you know what? Everybody always says, oh, it can't be that quick.
It's quick.
It's like Christmas coming, I think. Swinging out 2-0 and a bounce towards second base. Not a problem from Grant Levin, inning over. Munster gets a hit, leaves 1, and we're halfway through with Jasper ahead 4-1.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Welcome back.
Sorry about that. You want a state tournament t-shirt? All you have to do is log on to mylogoshop.com. mylogoshop.com. State tournament t-shirts, just $10. They will deliver to you. How about that?
That's nice.
They are pretty. Nice blue shirt.
Yeah, good color.
It's the Indiana SRN blue. Did you notice that?
Well, I'm sure it's more than a coincidence, right?
Leading off the top of the 4th for Jasper, number 14, Quade Werner.
57 pitches from Stefan Cantar. And you don't have to worry about a pitch limit here today in terms of 1-day rest, 2-day rest, 3-day rest.
Oh, you just
long
go.
as you can.
Yep. Up to 86.
Yeah, now when the winner gets to Whitestown, that'll be different because the pitch count will be in effect. Starting with 20 pitches, all the way up to 85. Good curveball there. Quade Werner, who starts the 4th for Jasper with his team up 4-1. 2 in the first and 2 in the second.
Quade's favorite baseball team is the Cincinnati Reds.
Not too far from here. Tough play. Good catch on the hop. The throw not in time. That was not an easy play for Ken Kinsella, who played it well, but the speed of Quade Werner results in an infield hit.
Definitely will give him a hit on that one.
Next up for Jasper, number 5, Quinn Bachman.
Here's Quinn Bachman. See if you batted Bachman and then follow with Turner Hoffman, it would be Bachman Turner. And all you need is somebody named Overdrive. And you're set. And there are a lot of youthful people out there going, who?
Who? Yeah. Those guys must be old in that booth.
Quinn hit into a fielder's choice in which they cut down the lead runner, Turner Hoffman, in a rundown between second and third to end the first inning. Quinn batting .444. He's had a hit in every game, -1. Also has a home run, an RBI, and a 3-run score. Chance at Go Quinn. Jasper has combined all its Little League age groups of 9, 10, 11, and 12 together.
That's a great curveball.
Yes, sir, 1 out. And as a result, a program by the name of Ireland Little League, which has been kind of consolidated into Jasper. So Rob Kinsella has run into them in a number of state tournaments where they kind of ran 1 and 2. Now Jasper's just gotten bigger. Patton, it's good bunter. And a base hit to right field into second.
That curveball, he snapped that right off in his ear. Did a nice job. Looks like it was going to hit you, squatted, and it got to the strike zone.
Yeah. Out of a knee buckler there for the out. Ball in the dirt, runner down to second base. Ashton Patton to be followed by Rowan Heichelbeck. Hitting right now in the 7th position of 12 continuous batters. Be interesting to quiz all Little League managers and see how they feel about continuous batting order now that it's been part of the terrain for a few years. Because when it first came out, it was split. Teams that were top heavy didn't like it.
Yep.
Teams that had balance were fine with it.
Well, now you have to hide your hitters.
Yes. Patton showing bunt and taking ball 4. Ashton on base for the second time today. Rowan Heichelbeck.
Number 3, Rowan Heichelbeck.
Rowan reached on a fielder's choice last time up. 2 hits, 9 at bats here in the state tournament, and now both runners on the move again. Creating another scoring situation for Jasper.
They're not afraid to run, are they?
No, sir. Keeping the heat on. Third baseman is in, normal position for first base, short, and second base. And the ball has a tendency to take off when it's hit, which I guess makes it more difficult to play in with the infield. Two balls and a strike. Well, by my records, Jasper has never won a state title. So this is a big deal tonight.
You just want to get there, right? You just want to get there.
Just to have the chance, and this team has it.
The cool thing about that is you get to wear a uniform that says Indiana.
Very cool, and the reception they'll have in Whitestown will be a big deal.
Oh, yes, sir.
And just a few steps away from a trip out east and the Little League World Series. That's a strikeout. Stephon Cantar. Now 2 outs in the inning.
Next up for Jasper,
4th strikeout of the night.
Michael Braun.
Well, this would be a big-time jam to get out of, because a base hit could play 2 more and put Munster really behind the 8 ball. Michael Braun, who was hit the last time up, has 3 hits, 9 at bats, and has reached base a lot in this regional with 3 errors committed by the opposition.
Hitting that outside corner.
Good pitch. Kantar is going to be approaching the 80-plus number shortly. On the infield, back to the pitcher. And that is the third out. So, Jasper threatens, leaves runners in scoring position. Munster will send up the middle of its order, trailing in this game 4-1.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Back live on IndianaSRN.org as we get set to start the bottom of the fourth.
There's one of our Little League umpires.
Yesterday's first semifinal game held up because one of the umpires was doing double duty over in a softball tournament. Ryan Rails behind home plate, headed to Williamsport eventually. District 10, Andrew Elliott. District 12 is at first. DJ Rose, District 6 at second, and Rick Green, District 8, third base.
Number 23, Maxon Ortiz.
Thank you, Debbie Myers, for providing the information.
Executive producer tonight. She did your makeup. Your hair looks really good, by the way.
Here's Max Ortiz trying to start a rally. Had an RBI hit in the first inning.
This is an inning, I think, Jim, they need to have at least one run.
And considering they got out of a second and third jam with one out, that may be monumental. But defensively, Jasper is solid, led by that man, Callum Brosmer, the coach's son. Who has a couple of assists and a put out.
Bauer, Spike.
And Hagan O'Connor is keeping the pitch count down in the 40s so far, has retired 8 of the last 9. You know, I thought in a late night conversation with Rob Kinsella last night, I heard him say that something that's pretty pertinent here, that Jasper is deep in pitching, as that one is a base hit to left field, the opposite field. And if you have a dominant pitcher at 46 feet, they can control the game.
That's true. And if you're pitching under 40 pitches after 4 innings, you're doing pretty well, too.
Oh, yes. So Spike aboard.
For Munster, number 9, Owen Hoover.
Here's Owen Hoover. Munster needs another base runner. Have a shot here, trailing 4-1. Owen 1 for 2 yesterday and a walk. The only inning so far, Keith, Munster has put 2 aboard was in the first.
That's where they scored their first run.
Yeah. And O'Connor's been tough. But he's behind 2 balls and no strikes. Let's see if Hoover has the light to hit or to take a pitch here, because Munster needs base runners in the 4th inning. 2-1. O'Connor, long look at home plate, and now the pitch. And popped up, and the count goes to 2-2.
I want to thank the Ledman marching band to do the national anthem tonight. That was pretty cool.
It was good, too. What, 7-piece band, basically?
Yeah, I like it.
Hoover hanging tough.
Got the whole school corporation involved in this. 75 years old, this Little League. On this same property for all 75 years.
That is remarkable, and it has 4 different fields of which to use here. Line drive third, chance for a double play. Nice play by the third baseman, Ashton Patton, who fires over to the first baseman, Quinn Bachman, and that's a double play, and Jasper is amped. After 4, Jasper leads 4-1.
Get to the game, we've got your back. Just go to www.IndianaSRN.org and tune in to all of the live action, or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
We never really realize how much we depend on electricity until the power goes out. Get those lights back on when you choose the certified electricians at Bertner Electric Incorporated. Locally owned and operated, we are a member of the Better Business Bureau and provide only the highest quality of customer service. For more information, give us a call today.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Little League Baseball brought to you by our good friends at the Elks Lodge 365, Pat Cherry Insurance, the Indianapolis Car Exchange, Home National Bank, Leadman Eagles Lodge 2062, Lisa Bates Retail Group, Lisa Batts, thank you. That was the third time today. Lisa Batts, thank you, Lisa. Amy Barber and Talk to Tucker, the City of Leadman, Boone County Sheriffs, and Riley Park. It's Lisa Batts, Jim. I got it now.
Thank you, Keith.
Those fine folks helped us put this thing on. We want to thank them, and we want to thank you for listening. If you would like to help us, there is a donate button right there on the website. If you'd like to click on that, you get to do more Little League Baseball.
And we have reached the 7 o'clock hour with this baseball championship.
Number 47, Stefan Cantar, will now play right field.
Stefan Cantar goes to right field, and Matias Vasquez
Leading off the top of the 5th,
comes in a pitch.
23, Keegan Patton.
He will face Keegan Patton, Willem Shipp, Landon Dietrich right in front of the pitcher. Fielded nicely by Vasquez, 1 out. And a good job of the right fielder, who was the pitcher, Stefan Cantar, backing the play up.
Next up for Jasper, number 27, William Shipp.
Which is what a right fielder is supposed to do.
Yes, sir.
Here's William Shipp, 0 for 1 in the game. Munster starting to run out of time. And Shipp looking for his first hit here in the state tournament. Be the bottom of Munster's order in the 5th when we get there.
He wanted to, but he didn't.
So next year, the state tournament moves around a bit, right?
South Bend, Indiana area.
Okay.
And we will be working on getting to go up there.
Oh, that'll be fun. Great town, as you know.
Yep.
Home to the University of Notre Dame.
Might have to just stay all night at Coach Lisinski's house.
Chip draws a walk.
Ron wouldn't mind having 6 guys in his house for a week.
Batting for
Sure.
Jasper, number 1, Landon Dietrich.
Bottom of the order, the catcher, Landon Dietrich. Jasper's had a man on base in every inning but the 3rd. And is 6 outs away from closing out with a championship. But still time for Munster, as that one is bunted foul.
I like the black uniforms for the umpires. Looks sharp.
It's very professional, isn't it?
Yeah. Did a nice job.
District 13 champions matching up with the District 1 champions. Shortstop backs up to get 1. And that's just a nice play by Cooper Forsythe as that ball takes off on the turf. on the grass here, and he backs up to get the lead man. 2 outs.
Next up for Jasper, number 29.
What I like is he didn't want to play up on it to take that short hop. He let that come right to him.
Yes.
And that's how this surface is played all week long.
That short hop would have hopped right past him if he had been too close. Grant Levin back at the top of the order. He is 0 for 2. Strikeout and a bunt back to the pitcher. In the past, this type of tournament might be an if necessary game if the undefeated team was to lose to the once beaten team. They have changed that. You mentioned at the top, winner take all.
Yep.
I got to be honest with you, when I covered those tournaments for ESPN Plus, and they had the if necessary games, I was always rooting for if necessary because that meant more money. Strike called.
You cannot do that. You cannot leave that batter's box.
You think the umpires remember this?
Trust me, they do.
3-2 with 2 outs in the 5th. Toward third base.
Nice play.
Short way and save. Well, what looked like a routine play. It's going to go as an error as Kian Kinsella threw to the second baseman, Maxon Ortiz, and Ortiz was off the bag.
Second time today.
Yeah.
Next up for Jasper, number 13, Kellen Brooksburg.
Oh, yeah. It's off the bag before he caught it.
So the inning continues and what looked like a routine out. But the momentum of Maxon carried him across the bag. And second base umpire DJ Rose says safe, giving new life to Kellen Brosmer.
That foul ball landed in someone's cup, and that ball now is wet, Jim. If that was a Bananas game, they're out.
Brosmer is 3 for 11 in the tournament, batting .273. His dad's the skipper of this team with a chance to go 5-0 and move on to the Great Lakes Regional. Sky towards center field and carrying, but not deep enough for Zach Cox, who has his first put out of the game. So Munster sends up Kian Kinsella, Cooper Forsyth, and Stefan Cantar in the 5th.
Aspen Creek Grill, we are a from-scratch concept with comfort fresh food. You can expect a world-class experience on a great budget. We've got incredible specials, great service. Today's dish that we're going to highlight is going to be our Aspen Blue Sirloin. It is, again, our premium Black Angus certified beef, and we top that with a blue cheese crust. Again, everything that we do here is made from scratch, and it's no different from our steaks. We hand cut all our steaks in-house. So our team back there it's just an incredible team. Everything that they do, they take so much pride in. They put a little bit of themselves into everything that they do over here, especially since it is a made from scratch concept. We want everybody to come, visit us, enjoy some great food with some great service. Bring your friends, bring your family, come have some great food, have a great time with us with some of the best comfort scratch food.
It looks like the real thing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
A couple of them got hit yesterday on foul balls.
Everybody was okay, though, right?
They survived, yes.
Don't you love that, the fat heads? I mean, it's just...
you know, Jim, I used to be called Fathead.
Well, it's before it became...
famous.
If you copyrighted it or patented it, you might have been in great shape. Munster has to go to work quickly, down to its last 6 outs. Bottom of the order so far 0 for 4. Hitters 7 through 10 with a couple of strikeouts. And Hagan O'Connor, Keith, has thrown only 51 pitches.
For Munster, number 1, Kian Kinsella.
Wow.
So he is well positioned to go the distance. Up in the air in the infield. And handled with two hands by Kellen Brosper.
You think his dad taught him how to do that?
I tell you what, in a situation where you're in command in the game, two hands makes all the sense, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. You don't want to give any open door policies.
Nope. And since the first inning, pitcher O'Connor has faced only one over the limit. That's how good he has been. Had a double play started by third baseman Ashton Patton to end the fourth inning.
This might be small ball here for them. Nope. Got to do something to get you feel kind of fired up here.
Munster's made contact in this game. Only 3 batters have struck out, and that dates back to the second inning.
O'Connor, though, what he's done is he's using the other 8 position players.
Oh, sure. Why not? Cooper Forsythe down at a count 1-2. And 2 outs in the inning. Here's Stefan Cantor.
Strikeout number 3.
Now batting for Munster, number 47.
Munster leads 1-0 at the end of 1, and you think, well, actually at the end of a half inning, you thought they were going to be on that roll, and he woke up.
I'm not so sure that Hagan O'Connor, who's throwing a fine game for Jasper, didn't give as many pitches in the first inning, more than any other inning so far. He has been good. 4 strikeouts and equally as important, no walks. Towards center field. One-handed catch made out in center by Rowan Heichelbeck. Down to the 6th and final inning, unless we play extras. 4-1 Jasper.
First, me and my mom were struggling. I was trying to pay the bills and trying to take care of my mom at the same time. When I first heard that I can get paid for taking care of my mom, I was kind of skeptical because I had been doing it for so many years without pay. That's when I reached out to Passion to Care. I read all the reviews and I saw that they were number 1 in the field. Passion to Care has really, really changed my life. Right now, I take care of my mom 24/7 thanks to Passion to Care.
IndianaSRN, we broadcast high school and college sports all over in Indianapolis and Indiana. If you'd like to help us, there's a donate button there. We would appreciate it. We can put more kids and more athletes and more games on IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat. And if you want to buy a state tournament t-shirt, you can go to mylogoshop.com right now, and for $20 you can get a state tournament t-shirt. IndianaSRN, Little League Baseball.
Top of the 6th. 6-inning game. Unless Munster rallies and ties it. 3, 4, and 5 hitters due up for Jasper. Hagan O'Connor, 1 for 2. Turner Hoffman, 1 for 2. And Quade Warner, 1 for 2.
Now, if you're Jasper, you like to get a couple of runs here.
Well, that would, if the game's not iced yet, that would do a pretty good job of putting this thing out of sight. Munster will start with the bottom of its order in the last of the 6th when we get there. In relief for Munster, Matias Vasquez. Stefan Cantor started through 79 pitches. Pitcher of record after allowing 4 runs in the first 2 innings. We have had no scoring since the Jasper 2nd.
Nice.
Toward shortstop. And a solid throw over the first by Cooper Forsythe, 1 out.
Your best arm is playing shortstop in Little League Baseball.
Yeah, absolutely.
Forsythe
has 3 assists.
Turner Hoffman.
Now Turner Hoffman, who has 5 hits, 11 at-bats, including a 2-run hit that right now has turned out, Keith, to be potentially the game winner.
Yep.
Back in the first. Great Lakes Regional, which is the next stop for the winner of this tournament, has only 5 teams in it. It's still double elimination, but What it means is it doesn't take a whole lot of wins, particularly if you start and win in the winner's bracket, to get to Williamsport. 3 victories will do it.
Our Harley suggestion is that you get ESPN Plus to follow this team, or either team, when they get to the regional.
Every game will be on the ESPN networks. So right now, Grant Levin is warming up in the Jasper bullpen. Let's see if he is there just in case or if he'll be coming on to close. This is the kind of game that if you bring in 29 and there's a struggle, popped up on the infield and into the outfield, a base hit, that you want to keep your starting pitcher somewhere around in the playing field to bring him back in. But we're jumping ahead of ourselves as Turner Hoffman now is 2 for 3.
Now batting for Jasper, number 14, Quade Werner.
6 for 12 and hitting .500 in the state tournament. Believe it or not, he had a game where he went hitless. Quade Werner.
Is .500 pretty good?
Oh, man. On any level, right?
Okay.
And it's a short sample supply, small supply.
Yeah,
but still.
That's a video RB batting average.
Mm-hmm. Always good to get hits early in the season because that percentage explodes. Quade Werner out on strikes for the second time today to go along with a hit. Here's Quinn Buckman.
Next up for Jasper, number 5, Quinn Buckman.
Brendan Crawley will start the last of the 6th for Munster. Then top of the order, Zach Cox and Matias Vasquez. And Munster will hope for several more as well. Well, interestingly, the 2 errors in the first inning were committed by Jasper.
Mm-hmm.
Up in the air towards center field and within play. Zach Cox, who's automatic out there. Final at bat for Munster, needing 3 to tie and 4 to walk it off to Whitestown.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt, it's not a game.
Insulting referees. It's not a game.
Threatening officials, it's not a game.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes, it's not a game.
Violent language in the stands, it's not a game.
Verbal abuse from the sideline, it's not a game.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot, it's not a game.
Last chance for Munster, needing 3 to tie. Starting with Brendan Crawley, who's 0 for 1, lined out. Then Zach Cox, 0 for 2. And Matias Vasquez, who has the home run power, 1 for 2.
Toughest 3 outs of Little League Baseball.
Because you know the nerves are amped up a little bit here.
Leading off for Munster in the bottom of the 6th, number 3, Brendan Crowley.
Just 58 pitches from Hagan O'Connor. He's throwing a dandy here. And every pitch now magnified here in the 6th.
If you're a Munster, you're taking.
And the problem with taking pitches against O'Connor, he hasn't walked anybody.
He's still got to take.
Yeah, he hasn't gotten behind hardly anybody. 1-1 pitch in the bottom of the 6th. 2-1. Two and 2. Pitch number 63 from Hagan O'Connor. And a full count. It's a big pitch for Munster here.
I think you go fastball outside here.
This fastball's been hard to catch up with, even though he has but 4 strikeouts. Speaking of O'Connor.
Look at the catcher catching that power tip ball.
Landon Diedrich is his battery mate, 1 out in the 6th.
Jim, I had a buddy, you know him, Sean Crawl, used to catch for a long time. He said
batting
that
for
is the
Munster,
hardest
5, Zach.
catch to make. When you hear the foul tip, you see the come off the bat, and then you grab it. He said it's the hardest catch he's ever done.
Yeah, I believe it. So here's Zach Cox. Munster down to its final 2 outs. 2 balls, no strikes. Two and 1. How quickly O'Connor comes back.
He is popping it.
2 and 1 with 1 out in the 6th. The next pitch. Headed to short. It's going to be a long throw. And the defense at Jasper has been splendid ever since the first inning on a toss by Callan Brosper. 1 out away from the title.
Look at this. That's deep in the hole.
Munster, number 13,
Beat him by a step.
Callan has handled 5 plays in this game, Keith, flawlessly. Matias Vasquez, last hope for Munster. O'Connor works quickly, trying to close it out. Ball and a strike. Well, I don't remember many situations where Hagan O'Connor has gotten behind a batter, Keith.
Maybe once.
And he didn't walk him.
He hasn't given up a walk today.
No. Big grin between catcher and home plate umpire.
Because the
Brian
home
Rapp.
umpire wanted to know how his head was because it hit his mask.
1-1 pitch for 2 outs. Center field, and Munster's still alive. Matias Vasquez, his second hit of the game, both to center. Need one more batter to have a chance.
Next up for Munster, number 99, Bennett Willis.
Here's Bennett Willis. Reached on an error in the first, grounded out to second in the third. His job, very simply, get on base and give him a chance.
And the wind now has just picked up and is blowing in.
See if that affects any fly balls here. Lots of the left field line to stroke it to. Bennett had to dance out of the way of that. 2 balls, no strikes. Well, needing a base runner, you taking here or swinging?
Take.
Again, O'Connor yet to walk anybody. Two and 1.
He wasn't taken.
Willis had a home run cut. 2 balls and a strike with 2 outs, and Jasper that close to a championship. Well, 3 balls and a strike. It's a big pitch for Munster. Big pitch. Need to get another base runner. Towards short, this could end it. For the first time ever, Jasper wins the state title.
Your 2024 Indiana State Little League champions, Jasper Little League.
Jasper Little League finishes 5-0 in the state tournament. And dusts off Munster with 2 in the first and 2 in the second to win 4-1. We'll take a break and come back with post-game ceremonies in a moment.
Aspen Creek Grill, we are a from-scratch concept with comfort fresh food. You can expect a world-class experience on a great budget. We've got incredible specials, great service. Today's dish that we're going to highlight is going to be our Aspen Blue Sirloin. It is, again, our premium Black Angus certified beef, and we top that with a blue cheese crust. Again, everything that we do here is made from scratch, and it's no different from our steaks. We hand cut all our steaks in-house. So our team back there is just an incredible team. Everything that they do, they take so much pride in. They put a little bit of themselves into everything that they do over here, especially since it is a made from scratch concept. We want everybody to come, visit us, enjoy some great food with some great service. Bring your friends, bring your family, come have some great food, have a great time with us with some of the best comfort scratch food.
We would like to acknowledge the state runners-up from Munster Little League for their accomplishments in this year's Little League Baseball state tournament. Here to present the state runner-up medals is Dave Nickerson. Number 5, Zach Cox. Number 13, Matias Vasquez. Number 99, Bennett Willis. Number 23, Maxon Ortiz. Number 88, Bauer Spike. Number 9, Owen Hoover. Number 1, Kian Kinsella. Number 44, Cooper Forsythe. Number 47, Stephen Kantar. Number 3, Brendan Crowley. Number 17, Charlie Gubaya. And number 20, Mac Kolar. Manager Rob Kinsella. Coach Gordy Gubaya. And Coach Chuck Forsythe.
Hey Jasper, hey, back the game. Hey, represent as well. Represent as well.
Let's hear it again for Munster Little League. And now Jasper, the state champions. Number 29, Grant Levin. Number 13, Kellen Roosmer. Number 20, Hagen O'Connor. Number 11, Turner Huffman. Number 14, Quade Werner. Number 5, Quinn Buckman. Number 6, Ashton Patton. Number 3, Rowan Heichelbeck. 3, Keegan Patton. Number 27, William Ship. And number 1, Landon Diedrich. Manager Jared Brosmer. Coach Shane O'Connor. Coach Aaron Levin. And here is your championship banner. Let's hear it again for Jasper Little League.
No, they're doing it that way.
It's going to give them.
Oh.
You're number 1.
Okay.
You're number 1. Number 1. What up, number 1?
Put your hand up, Nick, so we can see it. We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Congratulations to Jasper Little League winning the state tournament tonight in Lebanon, defeating Munster by a score of 4-1. And Keith, let's put a button on this game as to what was significant and what Jasper did to accomplish this feat.
Pitching wins championships, and we had an outstanding performance by O'Connor today. Jasper just didn't hit the ball like they did in the last 6 days. But the whole entire tournament has been surprising. We had a lot of extra inning tournaments. The games were fun. The games were quick. Maybe one or two controversy things, but overall, outstanding tournament for the state of Indiana.
We don't know the entire field yet that awaits Jasper in Great Lakes regional competition, but what's your feel for them getting to Williamsport?
I think if O'Connor can throw like he did tonight, and they have two other pitchers that can throw like tonight, they'll be okay. I think they'll represent Indiana very, very well. Because they have the hitting, they have speed on the base path, and I think they're very well coached.
It's been a pleasure to do this with you, my friend.
Well, I will tell you this real quick.
Congratulations
A lot of people don't know. We got to thank Lebanon Little League and their whole entire board of directors has been very good to us. Thanks to Chuck and Nick and Sticks. Thanks for you to make that trip back and forth. But we want to thank our sponsors who made this possible. And fans, if you're at home and you like to see this, this is what we do for a living. We really appreciate the whole entire gamut of Little League Baseball.
For the coach, Keith Myers, Jim Barber, thank you for joining us, and so long from Lebanon, Indiana.